Dream Team? It's your boy D Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with the 2024 Miami Grand Prix qualifying highlights. Not sprint qualifying, regular qualifying. So many events that happen on the sprint weekend. It's crazy. But here we are. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe, ring notification bell, give the video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Let's see if I'm in for any surprises.
Guan Yu has been noted for failing to follow the race director's instructions.
Oh, wow.
We will report them.
Yeah, I'm not going to risk crashing.
No, you've done the right thing. We will report them. They should have a penalty.
Uh-oh.
That is Logan Sargent into the braking zone.
Wait, what was that? Wait, did you see that? Sonoda ruined me.
Be interesting to see if race control takes a look at that one.
Oh.
Someone is going to have an agonizing gap like the one that Sargent has got to Daniel
Sargent?
Ricciardo at the moment. So every moment matters, and that is not what you need if you're Kevin Magnussen, who's fighting the car all the way through. Cars on the inside, distraction at the very least. As Verstappen goes fastest, Magnussen was looking for an improvement. He finds it, but he misses out, and he does an identical lap time to Logan Sargent, but he set it second, so he's behind him in the order. What can the home favourite do? This man grew up not too far away, just 18 miles away, and Logan Sargent finds himself up to 12th position. That's the improvement he was looking for. Albon gets ahead of his teammate to restore what we've seen at every session, apart from sprint qualifying yesterday, since they became teammates. Ocon goes ahead of Albon in the elimination zone at the moment. Both V-carbs, including this man, Yuki Tsunoda, and Daniel Ricciardo, who finished 4th earlier on. Crucial moments in qualifying. Tsunoda finds a lap time. That was important. Alonso is not on an improvement and is tumbling further down the order. Sargent's behind him, but let's see whether we get any further improvement now. No, what a contrast for Daniel Ricciardo. Here's Stroll across the line. He's
After Daniel just had absolutely amazing sprint qualifying, amazing sprint race, I cannot believe he's out in Q1 come qualifying. Either Toro Rosso effed up, or are they still Toro Rosso, or are they just Red Bull Junior Team? I don't know. Effed the car up after all that, or trying to make it even faster, or the other cars just made the right adjustments to fit this track for the actual race. I'm not sure. I cannot believe he's out in Q1. That's crazy.
No, what a contrast for Daniel Ricciardo. Here's Stroll across the line. He's the driver at risk.
Keep Sargent in.
He is now into 10th position. He needed that. Sargent's missing out. Bottas gets ahead of him. That's going to be so close for Valtteri Bottas, who misses out by 1/100th of a second.
God, I really wanted Sargent to make it to Q2. Somebody commented and said everybody always points out when Sargent does bad, but nobody ever gives him props for doing good. And I'm going to give him his props right now, because usually I see Sargent in 20, and that's his dead last, and that's why I always point him out, because he's always in dead. But he's in 17. Sargent, I'll give you your prop. Give your props where props are due. To be honest, I didn't even pay attention to where you ended in the sprint race highlights. And I should have paid attention. But I give you props for qualifying 17. That is much better. That is absolutely lovely. And that's all I ask for. Just don't, I don't mind if you get out in Q1 every time. But I just don't want to see you in last place every single race. I just don't want to see that. I respect it. Okay, let's continue. Any surprises here? Daniel was a surprise after doing so well in sprint qualifying in the sprint race, so that's surprising to be out in Q1. No other surprises really.
And Alonso, he didn't find an improvement, and he has just made it through there by 1/100th of a second.
Q2, here we go.
That's bizarre, actually. No obvious sign of lockup as he rolled into the corner. Let's just listen.
The tyres are just absolutely destroyed. I can't get them to last more than 6 corners.
Dang.
Fernando Alonso on the racetrack, pushing on and trying to fight his way into the top 10 shootout.
Well,
Struggling with the front grip. He sits behind his teammate right now. He's going to pop up the personal best, only just ahead of Stroll, but Stroll on a decent lap behind him. He's on a personal best. He's just got one corner to go coming through turn 17.
Not ideal for Aston Martin, but Fernando Alonso is on an old set of tyres, and it certainly showed with that lap time.
Okay,
Stroll gets up to
Lance.
9th, and Lance
Okay,
Stroll,
Lance.
Canadian driver, into
Well, we
9th
got
position
Hamilton.
at the moment. Sonoda improved, and that is a key indicator for the rest of the field. Hamilton on a decent lap at the moment, needs one to progress, and
Oh
up
my
to
God.
second position he goes.
Jesus.
It's Leclerc, then Hamilton, then Piastri, Perez and Norris in the drop zone at the moment. George Russell
Still
trying to
going.
respond immediately. He's just seen his teammate move up to second place. It's only 8th though for Russell.
That'll
and
work.
the checkered flag is waving. Can anyone put the pressure on Russell? Alex Albon reported on the radio that he could only make the soft tyres last for 6 corners. Well, he's heading to turn 17 where he had a moment before, which is why he's miles adrift on the timing tower. Can he get himself anywhere close to making it in to the top 10 shootout for the
I don't
first
think
time
so.
this year? He's gone out in Q2 every single time, and he goes over the line, and the same thing has happened again. He is out in the second part of
God
qualifying.
dang.
Stroll, Gasly, Ocon.
That's tough. Do I see any surprises here? No. Fernando. 15th is crazy. That's a shocker. That's wild. How?
On
Fernando?
Albon and Alonso, the 5 to go for the first time all season long though. It'll be Gasly, the lead Alpine on the grid. He's out-qualified his teammate for the first time this year. Hamilton over the line, chasing his first top 6 start in a Grand Prix all year long. He goes ahead of
We'll see if he gets
Hülkenberg,
it.
who's set the only real representative lap time on the board. Russell is behind his teammates at the 2/3 distance. By the time you get to the end, though, Hamilton's sliding in the middle part of the lap in the final sector as well,
Checo.
proving key. Perez
Nice
goes
Checo.
0.3 of a second ahead of Russell. Verstappen going even quicker still in the middle
he
part of the
is.
racetrack. Lando Norris looking nice at the middle sector as well. Charles Leclerc is setting a roasting pace out there to match the temperature. That is a great lap time for Max Verstappen. 27.2. Does anyone have a response to that? He's gone half a second quicker than his teammate Lando Norris
third.
behind on that medium tyre. What about Charles Leclerc though? He was on the front row yesterday. He books his place back on the front row after run number 1.
Leclerc been racing, dog, because at the beginning of the season, I was saying Carlos looking like the better driver on this team. But Leclerc, he's saying, Neal, you tripping, dog. I don't know what you're smoking. I don't know what you're seeing. You need to get your eyes checked because I'm top dog on this team. That's what he's saying. That's what he's showing me. He said Carlos is an amazing driver. He ain't on my level.
Goes ahead of Perez. Sainz does the same thing as well. Verstappen, Leclerc, Sainz, Perez, Norris on the mediums, Russell ahead of Hamilton, Hülkenberg ahead of
We got
Sonoda,
Piastri.
and the final piece of the puzzle is Oscar Piastri, who goes ahead of Perez and takes P4.
They'll go
There's
one more time.
very few
Here we
personal
go.
bests appearing on the timing page at the moment. Charles Leclerc's car has slid away.
Here we
It's not
go,
going to work.
Max.
Perez has got up to 4th position ahead
Not
of
bad.
Piastri. Max Verstappen can't improve his time. The only personal best that we've had over the line so far was Sergio Perez to take
Really?
4th place. Can anyone find an improvement? Lando Norris gets ahead of his teammate up to 5th. And now, let's see as we go over the line,
No
and
improvement.
as expected, no improvement for Leclerc. What about the second
Carlos.
Ferrari? This is Carlos Sainz, currently 3rd on the grid,
No
and he'll
improvement.
remain 3rd on the grid. The grip going away, and the driver's not able to find an improvement. We go to the private battle then, and Hamilton is on for an improvement. Let's see what he can find over the line. He gets himself up to 8th. Still
Okay.
behind his teammate though on that medium
Okay.
tyre. Medium tyre for George Russell as well. What can he find? Personal best in Sector 3, but not overall. So hardly anything by way of improvement. And that is a perfect record in
Wow.
Grand Prix qualifying, continuing.
Bro, Max is wild. That dog. It's just pure greatness. It's absolute, pure, and utter greatness that we witnessed. Ferrari killing it. 2-3, beautiful. Checo in 4. Checo don't finish in 4th. You got to split them Ferraris, man. You're a part of Red Bull. Got the McLarens up next, 5-6. Mercedes 7-8. Look about right to me. It all look about right to me. I can't wait to see the race highlights. That's all we got. Make sure y'all subscribe. Ring notification bell. Give the video a thumbs up. It's your boy Neal. Out.